Hi Leo, this message is for you. My name is Jem and I'll be doing your October tarot reading. I understand that it is the middle of October, so you can take this as you like. This could be for now, the middle of October, wherever resonates with you. This will be named or titled the October 2020 reading for Leo. Let's get right into it. I've been feeling called to this deck here. So what we'll do is just shuffle it to see a vibe. How I have structured my readings for this month, which is the first month that I have brought myself onto YouTube to make tarot readings, is by getting one card from tarot. So this is more of an oracle deck, but one card from a tarot deck, and see what your theme is of the month, and then build off of that energy by trying to see the story that is presenting itself to us through me. So please take what resonates. All I'm doing is presenting a story to you for the month of October. All right, so that feels like it's for you. We have delight. Look how bright that is. Delight. When the cards are new, oh, we have sacral chakra. They just stick together. Okay. And at the bottom, we have third eye chakra. All right, let's read delight. Delight is number 19, and it says, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. Ooh, this reminds me of the sun card, which is the sun, the card that represents the sun in the tarot deck. And the sun card, representing the sun, is kind of like your ruler card, because the ruler of Leo is the sun. Now we have, and I found the most complicated way to explain that, the sacral chakra. It is number 2, and this says the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Ooh, this is so bright. So we have delight and joy and manifesting abundance in our life. That's really nice, Leo. All right. I would like to, these were the cards that came out. I would like to pull from the top because do I want to do all that? Nah. No, I don't feel the vibes to do that. What I do feel is to just get started. I'm going to use this deck. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So what we're going to do now is pull a card for the theme of your month. And then from there, build off the energies by probing a little further and see what October has had in store for you or will have in store for you moving forward. All these energies are timeless, all these readings are timeless. So you might find that this resonates for you in January. Take what resonates. Okay, so what came out, what I saw was the 9 of Swords. I don't know if right now you're in a state of panic, and it could be because of work. Some form of collaboration has you stressed out and unable to sleep at night, or just honestly just unable to find peace. Let's see. So there's 2 different storylines here. Okay, so, and this is not even the reading, this is just the shuffle. So what we have here is the 9 of Swords, the pre-shuffle. This is the 9 of Swords, and we have it with the 3 of Pentacles. So it could be that something that you are working on diligently, just because you like it, is stressing you out. And maybe that stress is because it's no longer being done because you feel you want to do it, but because you're pressuring yourself to be great at it. Or it could be that some form of collaboration, whether it be work, creative endeavors, but it feels like something that is related to you creating something tangibly or for people to see or witness is leaving you feeling stressed, or a segment of you feeling stressed. And it's interesting, we have 9 and then we have 3. It feels like 6 is missing. 6 of something is missing. Let's see if that ever comes out in this reading. All right, so this is one segment. The other segment is this loving relationship here that is taking place, but someone's protecting themselves. You have the green light to go with it. Like there's this green light for you to go and embrace this loving energy between you and someone else, but someone is protecting themselves, and by doing so they're actually harming themselves. They're protecting, they're not connecting. They're closing off their heart, their crown, and their root chakras. They are in a very self-protective mode. Very interesting. Maybe this is you, Leo, or the person that you're dealing with, but something about it is burdensome. Both of these actually feel burdensome. This feels burdensome, and so does this. All right, so this was just a little taste because I was shuffling to get to the theme. What is the theme of the month for Aries? You have a lot of messages coming out. Again, okay, so now a different storyline, because this feels different. There's this stern energy. This could be in the form of a thought that has you feeling in a position of lack. This could be a strong thought of lack, a strong mental state of lack. Or this could be someone in your life that is very eloquent, I want to say. They use their words wisely, and it's making you feel less than. Or you could be doing this to somebody. I don't feel like this actually means poor, because that's one of the interpretations of the 5 of Pentacles. It feels like a feeling of inadequacy. So that's just something to ponder. You have there's a lot that is coming out for you, Leo. A lot of different Leos tuned in. Not into my reading, but tuned into, I don't know, or I'm tuning in, I should say, to different readings, different energies for Leo. All right, let's get back to the theme of the month. No, let's get back to the theme of the month. What is the theme for the month of October for Leo? What is their theme this month? What is their theme this month? What is their theme this month? All messages for their highest good. What is their theme of the month? Because we have a few different storylines. We have that joyful, abundant energy that came out earlier with delight and the sacral chakra. And then we had that energy of feeling trapped by some kind of collaboration, some kind of interaction with something else, some external energy. And then there was that feeling of protecting oneself in a relationship with someone. You could be the one protecting, or you could be connected to someone that's protecting themselves. And then there was that feeling of, it just felt domineering and condescending. Like someone saying like you will never amount to anything type of energy with the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. It just didn't feel very nice. Okay, so under here is the theme of the month for Aries. For Leo, what is the theme of the month for Leo? And we get this energy. Is this you, Leo? Are you making people feel badly? Okay, but there's nothing wrong. And then look at that. And I shuffled the deck. Look at that. Very interesting. Okay, so the theme that I'm getting is lack. And maybe that is why you got that abundant card. I do want to find it. Delight and abundance, because maybe the reason why you received that card is because that is energy that you need to tune into so that you can feel good. Because maybe feeling good is not something that you're feeling right now. I'm feeling like an anxious vibe. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience the feeling of intense joy and happiness. So this was not the one I was talking about, sacral chakra. The orange flower of light supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in ourselves. So this feels contrary to this. It feels contrary to that. All right. But the theme of the month is the King of Swords. And in what ways he manifested? The King of Swords represents an established way of thinking, an established way of communicating. He represents clarity through decisive decision making, clarity through, I don't want to say rules and laws, but clarity by actively seeking it. Maybe you're asking questions at this time. To be honest, I don't want to build off of just one card, but these are the different manifestations of that energy of the King of Swords. Let's see. What is at the root of this energy for Leo for the month of October? Let me turn this around so that you can see it. Leo for the month of October. What is at the root of the King of Swords energy? The root of this theme for Leo for this month. Okay, so the Four of Cups just flew out. What's at the root of this theme? What's at the root of this theme? What else is that? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. I see. The Page of Pentacles. Maybe you're working hard on something at this time that has your attention. And because you're putting your attention into this thing that you're working really hard on, that Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles that came out earlier that's stressing you out, because it's not manifesting now or you're not being able to reap from it, it has you maybe feeling stressed. And because of it, I feel like this is attached to that energy where you are not opening yourself up or allowing yourself to be open to possible romantic connections like the Lovers and the Empress card that came out earlier, because you are very fixated, being a fixed sign on you manifesting this reality that you have going on in reference to that creative project or that which you're working on. Let's see some more. Yeah, again, there's this feeling of you incubating something. There's this feeling of you incubating something. So what I'm getting, what I'm getting very strongly. Oh, I have goosebumps. Okay, so what I'm getting very strongly is that you need to have faith in what it is that you're working on. You need to have faith. of what it is. I feel like this is your thought. This is your thought. And this is not something that we need to like be harsh towards, but it's just not accurate. This is how you feel because this is the worst thing that you would want to happen at this time. And it is you not being able to provide for yourself, whether that be physically, it feels physically. So let me just go with that. You not being able to provide for yourself. And what you're being reminded of, I keep using delight. What you're being reminded of is creative power. So what we're being reminded of is the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Your creative power, which is being used in that 3 of Pentacles, is being productively used to manifest abundance in your life. And maybe your stress is rooted in it not happening at the rate that you want it to happen. But I feel like there is this need for you to slow down, balance yourself out. Like, let's just I don't want to say slow down or calm down, because who likes to be told that? But it's more of take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Right now you are blocking yourself off. This and the 4 of Pentacles energy, you're blocking yourself off and protecting yourself of things and robbing yourself of things that you want to experience. And you're defining yourself by external matters that are coming towards you because you are attracting them. It's the irony in the story that you feel like you are less than because it's not happening at the rate that you want it to happen at. But the whole reason why it's even present in your life is because you attracted it. So just recognize that things take its time. You have this, again, this came out earlier, you have the go-ahead, again, double confirmation to do what it is that you're doing. And you are incubating this idea, really being nurturing towards it, very protective of it in a loving way. So just understand that you are doing what is right, what is needed of you at this time. You're doing what is needed of you. So you can open up. You can open yourself up. You don't have to close yourself off. Yeah, I'm feeling like you're in here we have the Hermit. You're in a very tight vibe. You can open up. The work you're doing is going to manifest. Just give it some time. The work you're doing is going to manifest. Just give it some time. And here, this is not that energy that I was feeling of you being mean. It was needing to be decisive this month. Needing to be decisive with your energy, with what you choose to think about. Needing to be decisive this month. That's what I'm getting. This is the theme. Getting a good thumbnail. But this is the energy of decisive action. You know where you're going. Or let me say, you have clear thought of what it is that you're doing. So please try not to doubt it by disrespecting it with the energy of what it isn't. Because what it's not is lacking anything. It is very abundant. It is very sustainable, whatever it is. And the work that you're putting into it is only adding to it. And I feel like the work you're putting into it is the reason why it is something worth having. So, and then I'm also getting this vibe of having too many people giving you ideas or their opinions, or just too many people talking. Too many people talking. And here you are holding that go ahead to, go and embark on what it is that you want. But here is a peanut gallery in the background. I just feel like it's just the peanut gallery. Again, with that domineering vibe where it's like, you should do this and do it that way and maybe do it that way, because the only reason why you're feeling that though is because you're feeling insecure, possibly getting advice for something that is unnecessary because you feel like it's not going to happen. This just feels very insecure, and we all feel that way sometimes. So please don't take this harshly, although I can't control how you receive this message. But love, this is so not lacking. This is very abundant, and it requires you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to be a novice at something. You don't need to have it all understood right away. Allow yourself to be a novice. Allow yourself to grow through the process. Enjoy the process. That's what I'm feeling. Wow, that was so straightforward. I feel like there's no need to probe. But what I do want to do, because I feel like I left you in a raw state, is be clear with what you want, is at the bottom of this deck. Is to just provide you with something else so that you can take this last thought with you. But this is lovely. You were in your own way, and that is great, because now that you are aware of that, or when you become aware of that, you can learn how not to be in your way and to give yourself the space that you need. You don't need to doubt yourself so much, Leo. Like, you know what you're doing. Even though you were learning, you still know what you were doing. You know what you are doing. So this is a message for Leo to take away. What do they need to take away from this? What do Leo, or what does Leo need to take away from this for their highest good for the month of October 2020? There's certain decks that are just phenomenal. Give it the time it needs. Wow. There's certain decks, as I was saying, that are phenomenal to shuffle. Wow, this is one of them. But wow, can we talk about it? Give it the time it needs. Leo, give it whatever it is. Give it the time it needs. It's not time yet. It isn't time yet. And to judge your efforts based off of something that's not even finished cooking. It's still cooking. Allow it to finish cooking or baking. Allow it. Allow it. Allow it. Give it the time it needs. And it's abundant. It's growing. It's so lovely. And a sun is in the background. Aww. And again, you're ruled by the sun. Delight. Delight. Like D-A, light. Although it is delight. But you're ruled by the sun. And the sun is here growing what it is that you're working on. Just give it the time it needs. And that feeling of anxiety or worry or stress that you're feeling might dissipate because it requires you to just trust yourself. Just trust yourself. Trust yourself by trusting the process. Deep breaths. At the bottom of the deck, we have curiosity. We have see with the eyes of love. Seek inspiration in unusual places. Let it flow, let it grow, and cultivate stillness. Yeah, it feels like you've put in a lot of work and you can relax a little bit. We have curiosity and seek inspiration in unusual places. Go for a walk. Where I'm from, in Toronto, I'm looking outside and the leaves are orange. You can go for a fall walk if you're on the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, what it's summer? It's like spring into summer, am I right? Yeah. Go for a walk. Be inspired. Eat something, do something that inspires you so that you could take your mind off of what you're working on, because what you're working on is in a good state. You don't need to keep worrying about it. And just to that, give it the time it needs. Let it flow, let it grow. And then see with the eyes of love. This feels like for those in that loving relationship or experiencing a loving person and pushing them away because you feel like you're inadequate because what you're working on hasn't manifested yet. See with the eyes of love. See yourself through the eyes of love. See yourself through the highs of love. And lastly, we have cultivate stillness. That reminds me of the Four of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Swords, just, oh, maybe it wasn't for this reading, but I think of the Four of Swords with this. Take a deep breath, meditate, come into alignment with yourself and relax. Again with that word. As you can see, I have a negative disposition to that word. Relax. But actually, like, chill out. Like, chill out. Literally chill. Do something fun. It feels like you've been working a lot and that's just your main stress. And now it's time for you to enjoy yourself. So Leo, that is your October reading. I hope that resonates. Everything is said with love. So please, yeah, take what resonates and take it to heart if you can. Anyway, enjoy the rest of October. I'll see you in November for your November reading. Take care and enjoy the process.